here. You've won the last 2 editions of this World Indoor Championships. You've got 4 of the all-time marks in the heptathlon. What can we expect? How does it get better than this for you?
I think it can get better by doing it in the place that I was born. And it's funny, we were talking about track a while ago, and I love the sport because you get to travel the world and experience different countries. I get to interact with my fellow competitors from different countries and just be more of a global enterprise rather than just United States, this and that separate. But it's kind of, you have a lot of pride when you bring somebody to your home. And I think that's what I'm doing here, and I want to show the city of Portland, where I was born, kind of what they were able to produce, you know, the state of Oregon, and show everybody else who's a visitor that it's a cool place.
You tuned up for the, yeah, exactly, very much a cool place, not at this moment. You very much tuned up for these championships at the US Nationals, but you tweeted it was a blow part performance. Any particular reason for that?
Well, I hold myself to high standards. Every time I go into competition, the general idea I have is I'm going to try to PB. I don't see any reason to not do anything else. And I didn't, and I thought, well, if I don't PB, maybe I'll have some good performances, and I also thought I didn't. So sometimes you need that, though. I mean, after the championships last weekend, I got really fired up. I said, Ashton, you basically get your head out, fix it, and let's get ready for these Portland World Indoors.
Very appropriately said, and this wasn't staged, but what went around the world were pictures of you with a big bandage on the top of your head and being landed with a pole vault bar. Are you okay? And I should ask Brianne here. What does she
Every
feel
morning
about
she was
that?
like, let me see it, let me see it. Essentially, a pole vault crossbar fell on my head. And the worst part of the story is, I was telling everybody nearby, the long jumpers, we were right next to the pole vault mat. I was like, you guys, you need to watch out. These bars are kind of falling a little bit. You know, keep your head on the swivel. And who's the guy that gets hit? Me. And after I came out with a bandage on my head, they said, what happened? I said, a pole vault bar fell on my head. And they just kind of looked, weren't you the guy that... It's like, yeah, I mean, I know I'm not smart, but at least I saved you, right?
Brianne, we've got this wonderful city known for its local beers. Do you have any other suspicions of why he got this bandage on his head? Why he got the bandage on his head? Because to be honest, it was...
I don't know. I didn't even see it happen. When I found out about it, it was our physio running over and saying, Ashton's getting staples in his head. Do you think that's a good idea? And I was like, what? What are you talking about? He's like, oh, you didn't see it? So my first concern was that he was going to look like Frankenstein. So I was like down there making sure there were no staples going in his head. That was what the bandage was for, and then it got stitched up after.
Now, you're one of Canada's finest athletes, but very much now, I would have said, a local town girl here. Is this like playing to your own home crowd?
It is, yeah. I mean, I've lived in Oregon now for almost 9 years, so being able to drive up the road, it almost feels like surreal that this is happening in our backyard, because we never get that. We always have to go to Europe or somewhere else. So this is really exciting, and being from Canada, a lot of my family is coming. So I don't know, it's just really exciting for us to, like Ashton said, be able to show all of our competitors and our friends that we've made in the sport kind of where we train and where we're from.
Now, you were a silver medalist last time. You've also got outdoor silver medals from the last 2 outdoor world championships. What's for you? It's the obvious question. What's going to take you to the gold standard?
You know, I learned quite a big lesson last year at the Outdoor World Championships, and we've been working quite a bit on just mentally being more prepared for these kinds of things. I had never gone in as the favorite, so I do feel very confident in that aspect of my training and kind of what we've learned to help deal with things. So this weekend, I do feel fit, I do feel ready, but I'm really excited to just put that side of the competition to the test for me and practice what we've been practicing.
Now, question